If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. All right, let's get into the game. Check out events, check out Alliance tournament, scoring stuff, all the good things. All right, so we're starting off. Unity is the Battle Pass event for today. We have this Outpost Vanguard events. Got a meta, augment, beat augment exile hostiles. Bonus points while holding an outpost. That's an SMS. It's a little weak. A little weak on the rewards there. The meta's not bad. Hostile Pursuit. Those are the Alliance Tournament bonus event. So it's basically hit 100. Hit 100 hostiles of your level. Not bad. Was it FKR hostiles or is it any hostiles? Any hostiles. So doing that with Augment Exile will knock a good chunk of that out. And then doing FKR dailies will knock probably the rest of that one out. So we have all of our normal outpost events that we've had. I'll probably kick off an outpost at the end of the night. I don't need it for that event. That's got 15 hours left. That's got 15 hours left. So yeah, I'll kick off that one at the end of the night. And this is just the normal ARC events. Alliance tournaments AMS. Ooh. That's rewarding participation. Overpass, overflow. Doritos events, same as always. Final Weapon Wednesday. Doesn't look like that's probably going to be anything different. Do a couple armadas. Do the SMS for attacking those hostiles. More points for that heroic hostile one. Perfect. So there's lots of synergy to go around. I probably should have looked at my alliance tournaments before I got too far into here. I want to look at Transigen. I'll need to do a little bit of rare and it looks like uncommon. So I'm going to run my ships out to go do the uncommon right now. So we'll get that set for the normal hostile grind. I'm going to switch this back over to lo-fi. All right, set officers to normal hostile crews. And then I think I'm going to send this off to Augment Exile Space first. Get that out of the way. I'm going to send my NX01 out to go do that grind. I don't have a preset there. Find Archer, get his crew loaded on this. Something's not normal about this. The lower decks are messed up on this one. And then this one, I'll go do Armada with. Oh, let's see. Who works on Host or on Armadas? She will, he will. Moto's out, Rutherford will. All right. See if we can avoid having the ship get hit. It was almost good to have all of them there. All right, Unity's coming along. Hopefully that'll just kind of work itself out. I will get a building going to help contribute. That one's gonna take Sigma speed ups. Okay, let that set. Figure out what's going on here. I don't know why Ho Chim got off of that one. But that would have made a noticeable difference. Okay, that's going there. I'm gonna send this off. There. And then I'm gonna do a couple armadas here. Okay, so that's good. Let's look and see if there's a tournament task to grab. Acquire 15,000 temporal disruptors. I don't know if I'm set to do that one right now. 500 epic dominion solo armada directives. What about the store? I haven't even peeked in here yet. There's some good additions. Like, the next thing they need to add into here is, like, Tal. Like, I think if they add Tal, a lot of people would really appreciate that one. Definitely feels like there's more stuff than normal. I don't know how many credits I have right now. I know it's always kind of been hit or miss on whether it's displayed or not, but... Oh no. Oh, I really didn't want that. Oh, there's the totals. Like, why couldn't it have actually been the Valor emblem? This will take a good sitting down and deciding what to spend the task points on. My main objective was to see how these 500 epic dominion directives were. But that's 11,000 currency. And get close to half of it back. My cube's dead. Crap. Alright. Exclamation boom for a ship that was lost to all. Alright, so I'm gonna start this one attacking. Then repair the cube and send it back. Oh, I saw a 63 with a big cube. I thought it was going to be a big cube, but that's not too bad. I want to get some of the battleships. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't reset all the way to the top. Oh no. I don't trust this store. I don't trust this store. This is the one that has the most likelihood to mispurchase. So I'm just going to move the mouse in between two of the cards and just carefully drag it straight up. All right, first task done. Fusion rods, no. 15,000 temporal disruptors. That one's a little more dicey. Nope, we did. Okay, that one I think is going to take more than one attempt. Or not? Crap, which one was that? Final weapon. That was the Armada Directives one. Okay. Alright, cube is being targeted now. Okay. Got that queue set. Go reset this guy. I love how it just doesn't show it going off of the node. And I might just go send... I might go send the Vindicator off to do some solo uncommons, because I think I'm close to needing that. Oh, what is going on here? That went through like 4 hostiles. God, is the Kushara just going to be completely broken tonight? Okay, so that one's broken too. Fucking A. Okay. These queues are frustrating to say the least. I'm a little jealous of these guys that have the reliance up here now. All right, hostile pursuit. We're getting some stuff rolling there. How did that thing already die? No, not that one. That one. Okay, so all of those ones are complete. Perfect. So done with Zindi. Chip can't mine. Chip can't reach this node. Bullshit. You're kidding me. Taking a ship in and out of dock might reset it. Okay, another. That one's broken too. Oh no. We having transition nodes breaking? Like that's it's not ideal. All right, so this one's going out as Vindicator. That almost has enough for upgrades. Where's G6? Klingon space. That one, this one. I think it can handle those. Oh, let's see. What task do we want to assign this one to? We could go do Federation hostiles. I think. How many more augments do we need to do? Run the last milestone. 3/4 of the way done there. All right, so we need to taunt. Let's see what this thing can do here. I don't remember for sure what the last time I attacked these was and what it was doing. Or how it was doing. I feel like I'd gone up to the next system up and I was doing those ones at like 1 or 3. Yeah, this one's probably 6. 6 of those at a time. And the goal is to be kind of spreading those out enough so that the taunt ability cooldown happens. Is that enough? I'm gonna be just a little bit short. Just a little bit short. So I think that gap can be filled in with the Reliant. Because I can do a couple more weapons. And I've got the... I might be able to do the last weapon. I can do that last weapon. That'll give us hull shields, weapons. Oh, let's see. He could be of use. Suitor or Seska. %, each time you score a hit. For 5 rounds, so Seska. And I think this can do 58s now. I should map that out to see if that's realistic, but that should be fine to complete that, I would think. Yeah, 7,000 points doing 58s. 35, 40, 35. That's realistic. Okay, so then this can come to faction dailies. I like when these things are just out of frame and they do some wacky shit like that. It's almost like the shy ghosts or whatever from Mario. Like when you'd look at them, they'd stop. This is more almost like an out of the corner of your eye situation. That one do it too? Or just that one? It's mesmerizing in a way. It's such a weird glitch, but at least that one's kind of like it's a non-impacting. It's just a straight up visual glitch. There's a few of those 68 explorers that I had done the cutting beam against, and I don't remember what they all were. I did, man. 2 more days till you order the new PC. Awesome. I'm kind of excited for you. Yeah, it'll be really nice. I mean, a lot of the stuff's came along in such interesting ways, like they have a lot of good capabilities. I was already queued up. We run out of 69s and 70s. 68s. Okay, we're not ready for 58s with the Reliant. You won Rev's hockey jersey tonight? I didn't actually get a chance to really do a good preview of that. I know that he gave away a bunch of them the other night. Did he get his yet? Like, was he able to show it off at all? Gonna have to test the OBS stuff, but we'll be asking for a test. Yeah, definitely hit me up. He hasn't got it yet? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna send you back up. I'm gonna take this one the slow train. No, I'm gonna wait for a second then. I'm gonna send Reliant up for 56s. Do another Armada here. And get this stuff up. Austin made him shake his ass like 20 times. I mean, that's good. I mean, you know, like exercise and everything. It's all, yes, it is extremely hilarious. Well, Rev's got the right personality to make that a good time. So many of his War Thunder attacks. I can imagine. Yeah, that'd definitely make a really big distraction for some of that stuff. Alright, reset this node again. Man, I feel like I just reset that. Yeah, I've heard some murmurings that some of these alliance tasks have been upped significantly. I haven't seen any of them yet, but it'll be interesting. Speak of the devil. Thank you for the sub. 2 months. Thank you very much, Lost In. We were just talking about you and how much you were making Rev shake his ass. You were cracking up. I could imagine. I was watching... I don't know if it was last night. It must have been 2 nights ago. And yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time. He always does a great job with it. Almost pissed yourself laughing. Yeah, there's... You know, for as long as that's been going on, it doesn't get old. I mean, that's been going on forever. Yeah, he plays into it really well. I think I had a bit badge on an older account. Yeah, you probably, I mean, at a certain point it's going to get a little bit annoying, but I mean, it's like, how much do you really get annoyed at, you know, like a little bit of cash and whatnot, and even, well, interaction and stuff too in general. I mean, the alternative becomes, you know, like not having any company or anything 10 times in a row. If it really bothered him that much, or if he really couldn't handle it, he has the ability to limit that a little bit. But that doesn't make it all the more hilarious, too, though. Alright. Let's take a check-in, see where we're at with these. Reset this miner. Reset this miner. Reset this miner. All right, check event progress. Up to 1250 bits per redeem. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's for 1200 bits, that's tempting. He has to go in and manually increase it though, too, right? That doesn't, there's not an automatic mechanism behind the Twitch or the rewards or whatever. Yeah. I know, like, for I think it's Tangia, there's like a way to do it. Like if there's so many of them done in a certain amount of time that it can automatically increase. Alright, Outpost Vanguard. We just need to do, we're at 56s now. 130. So that's gonna need to be like 50-ish. I can always go back and do more if I have to. That guy's done with those. And then Outpost events. Come on. That's not even the right event. Was that part of the same Vanguard? No. That's Augment Exile. Oh, it must be the Alliance Tournament one. The Alliance Tournament one is hitting regular hostiles or any hostiles. No, that's Alliance Tasks. Which event was the hostile one? Okay, I'm losing it. That's Unity, Solo Defense, PC Capture. Oh, right there. Stare me in the face. Hostile Pursuit. Okay. So 7 billion points left there. So that's probably like another... two runs. I gotta look at Alliance tournaments and see what the next one is. Section 31 Ciphers. Temporal Disruptors. I gotta see if I can do the Temporal Disruptors. No, it's in the refinery. So that's 20 times 60, so we'll say 1200. Plus 1200. Plus 2400. That's a third of the way there. I have a Jara. Oh, that's big math. That's 72 plus 20, 7,200. That's 12,000. And then 30, so 270. 2,700 there. Oh yeah, I got enough. I'm maxed op 60, so bored. Thankfully, there's events. Yeah. I always like these alliance tournaments because it's kind of a strategy game of, especially if you're not going to do like the multiphasic ones, because like some of these are really easy to do swiping the credit card. But I like the stretch goals, like optimizing from some of the other stuff, and there's so many things that you can't do, that you can't save up for anymore, that it's really rewarding to be able to have something like this where you can save up and be able to splurge a little bit for, you know, like stuff like this isn't really super game impacting and game changing. Like, I don't think it's hurting my gameplay by not collecting these. Like, I can turn some of it into some of these temporal stuff, but until they just kind of recently expanded the store here, the refinery options, like there wasn't that much that I was really interested in. How far did we have to go with this again? To there, and then at this one. All right, how many points do I need? I need another 2,400 points. So that one, 2,400 divided by 90. So 27. Ooh, that one's exciting. All right, 6-star materials. The 6,000 uncommon crystal. If that was ore or gas, I'd be able to do it. Sigma titanium. Export credits. Yeah, I actually just learned the trick to this one. Must have. I think that might have been on Saturday. I was watching James Bond stream, and he was talking about saving up the credits for it. I didn't even know that was the way to get the. No, it's not the export credits. It's the. Well, it's the one that gets you the export credits. The opportunity chests. Like, I didn't realize that saving these was like the smart thing to do. I don't know why it never occurred to me. Like, I just always assumed that, like, saving... Was it the Borg ones here? No, that's for the directives. But I thought it was, like, saving some of the other ones. It was like, oh. But normally I'd been doing them with the uncommon. The G6 uncommons. But now that they upped that, because it used to be 20... It was always 3... 2200 or 2700 it used to be. Maybe it was 4 of these. I thought it was 3 of these. Maybe it was 3 of the version tokens. Yeah. So yeah, it was like it's like 2100 or 2200 or something. And now it's 3 times that. Almost 3 times that. That's kind of crazy. I mean, 6200 uncommon crystal. Like, if I do that, it's kind of even that. Grand Animal Hunter, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? How did you get your audio figured out? Welcome in, Raiders. If you haven't met me before, my name is Cottontail. I am kind of one of the other Star Trek streamers. He just cheated and spoke the alerts. He kept on doing that. Are mine working? I guess I didn't even check earlier. Did my sound alerts work? I didn't do an upgrade. But I heard them. I like breaking things. I'm sure it won't take too long to figure it out. Yeah, I was just going through some of the not so great changes in the Alliance tournaments here. Trying to figure out what the path looks like for trying to get 6200. I had that happen when I went from 31 to 32 or something. That might have been the time that... I don't know, do you use the Stream Elements live version of it? Or are you just straight up OBS? Just OBS? Yeah, I had I was using the Stream Elements live one, and it shat the bed hard, kind of like that. And I just said, screw this. I'm just gonna go straight OBS. I've got the Atom multi-stream plugins now, but I like them a lot better than what I did with the Stream Elements ones. These Stratagema tokens, I remember playing these last time. I did the play to win on every run of it. And I ended up being about 10% over one of my alliance mates that was doing just the draw. But I think I ended up getting way more credits. Like I think I did better on the credits than the points. But I ended up doing better on points. How do you get them? I think it's from the epic or the heroic SMS thing. Maybe. Or was it a daily? I don't even know how I got that one. Was it from the... I checked yesterday. I did not have any Stratagema tokens. I should look at the... I don't know if I looked at the first milestone. Maybe the first milestone had it. No. There is the Alliance AMS. Ah, the Alliance AMS. So you can get 1, 3, 6, 10 of them there. The last time that they had them, there was a way to source them on an individual level. I thought it was there. I don't remember them doing an AMS for Alliance tournaments before. I think there was like a solo milestone last time. I think it was like some kind of a stretch goal, like what this Hostile Pursuit one is. I'm pretty sure this is the mechanism that they used last time to give away the tokens. So hard to remember all the little details and all the little times and everything like that. I admire some of our community members that do like some of that record keeping and kind of catalog every single one of those things. Because they can go back and look at the events, look what the payout was the last time, and have historical data of like what the last 6 runs of the things paid out. Kind of prove that sometimes when it looks like they change things in a negative way, that they've kept it more balanced than we could give them credit for a lot of times. That's always been the interesting part with some of that data that comes back, is a lot of times there's less bad, even though it feels bad, which means that it is bad. Like, a lot of the data that's available actually supports the way that it's being done. But I mean, even if you're getting like the same kind of payout for something, or like a reasonably close, and you just don't feel like you're getting the same value out of it, it's still not a good value then. Because like I even looked at the SMS points for the Outpost Vanguard event, and I was like, you know, like if it was strictly to do this SMS, like I don't know that I would find this worth the time to get, you know, 240 rare and 112 epic for Wrath credits. But you know, looking at the meta, it's like, okay, I've got the Outpost control cores, and then I've got the Nog shards. I'm like, okay, that's a little more worthwhile, more worth time. I've just always really liked the fact during this whole arc here so far that holding the outpost has not been a really significant scoring metric. That the you're not obligated to actually hold an outpost while you're trying to attack. Thank God it hasn't. Yeah. I think I would have probably been a little less engaged with the outpost mechanic if that was kind of the way that it was ran. Like right now, it's like I get up in the morning, get ready for work. You know, like before I head into work, like I'll start an outpost. Or like during lunch, you know, during my lunch break at work, I'll start an outpost. 6 hours. By the time I get home, it's done. Start one before I go to bed. When I wake up in the morning, it's done. You know, like it's fine as an AFK activity. But, you know, the fact that there's no engagement for doing it while you're in game just makes it tough to do while you're actually in the game because it's tying up 2 of your ships. You know, assuming that you're out doing mining with a couple other ones and, you know, that there's you know, even some other mechanics that you're trying to interact with, other loops that you're trying to interact with, because, you know, like, I typically have my Squall out mining Transigen, Epic Transigen. I have my Reliant collecting Augment Exiles, and then I've got 3 ships doing some other mining mechanic, whether it's rare Transigen or uncommon Transigen, or if it's just the, you know, regular gas or crystal. Like, it's very easy to have 5 ships tied up, and then, you know, like if your team wants to go run some formation armadas or something, you know, then all of a sudden, okay, there's another 1 or 2 ships that need to be freed up, and it's a very tough mechanic to balance. It's not too bad right now because I've only got two ships tied up in it. But like once it gets to the point of getting like 3 ships in there, it's going to be a little bit tougher. Because I've been kind of swapping out like my Squall and my Reliant out. So I've still got like my primary attack one to go do all my regular dailies. The third one I can kind of get away with rotating that one in, but then it's going to be sacrificing for something else. I like mechanics that add to something that you're doing. It gets a little tougher when they're subtracting. And I know like there's some people that have strong enough ships that they can, you know, go solo one ship, some of the bigger ones and stuff, but I'm not there yet. But I'm definitely jealous of them guys. I'm also at the point where I'm trying to push a little bit too, where I'm attacking some of the bigger targets for the outpost to try to get as much of those upgrade cores as possible. Kind of trying to make that push to get that 3rd ship in there so I get a little more freedom on what to attack. My goal is to leave this arc with the leave the part 2 of the arc, and whatever arc is the final part of the arc, to leave that with the building at level 40. So that if this does become a recurring mechanic in between arcs or whatever, like Sarah's Invasion was kind of promised to be, then I can kind of hit the ground running with that and have a little bit more ability to punch up if I need to, because very, very, very high likelihood that the outposts are going to be pretty busy. It hasn't been too big of a problem this month that I've noticed, unless you were trying to hit like the 51 or the 53. Those ones have been a pretty tough time. After the changes to code, I'm not upgrading the Forge, Locust, or Outpost. Yeah. Well, I'm going to upgrade the Outpost. I'm going to get that to 40. But I'm not going to do... I don't usually do building upgrades outside of some kind of an event that pays to upgrade them anyways. Unless there's a strong incentive behind it. You know, like getting the... Oh, I lost a ship. Well, exclamation point boom to mark my ship as destroyed. And, I don't remember where my train of thought was headed. But I know, like, it's gonna get busier. I think it's probably gonna be more likely for people to engage in it when it's ran as an in-between arc kind of event. I'm gonna have to change whether that counts that. Oh, I gotta go change that variable down to 17. Okay. That was right. Yeah, I had it set up. I'm multicasting over to like YouTube right now. So when I typed that into the chat, it typed it in both Twitch and YouTube, and it counted once for each chat. I didn't anticipate that complication. Because it's supposed to be in a cooldown. So they can only be typed once. But it must not count, it must not count each individual location as one. As part of the same pool. I'll have to think about how I want to handle that one then. Last time I did it, then you literally lost an extra shift due to negligence. Well, if I left it, that would probably actually count for the ones that happen off of stream. Ah, crap, I did it again. I got so worried about trying to count the dead ships that we lost another one. Well, I'm gonna type that into one chat and make sure that it counts. I'm gonna do credit formations even if I do them solo. Yeah. That's a good time. It's actually surprising, like, how quick or, you know, like, what level your ship needs to be at to get, like, one of the big ones a good leg on them. People do not do them. I know they hoard them things up. I end up missing a lot of the ones when my alliance runs them. Yes, Gredum is all relativities. Alright, so that is slowly knocking that down. That's good if you can do them in a decent cycle. Alright, Reliant is doing its thing. These ones, there's nothing to do here specifically. Except I'll take over another outpost. I'm not going to do Cerritos. That leaves that. I didn't check to see what our events were for today in the dailies. I don't even think I... Okay, I did that. Alright, so it's a building upgrade and a ship upgrade. I'm not going to do either one of those. I think that just leaves doing some donos to the Alliance to get the helps done. Contributions. We do them on Sundays and do a ton of them. That'd be a really good time to do them, honestly. I think a lot of times they kind of pop in like randomly during the week, but like a lot of times we'll do them on Saturday after territory capture, since a lot of people are going to be on already. We kind of started doing some of the surges during that time too. Do them when I need them. Yeah, if I ever get low, I mean, I think Lost improved that last night if you were watching his stream, that all you got to do is kind of start some of that stuff, and most people aren't going to say no, and you'll just end up having to start one of them, and the rest of the Alliance will start a bunch of others. Alright, so that got that Unity event done. That Unity event done. And that Unity event done. Do I need to do... Was that one ending today, the wave defense event? That one is ending today. Do I need to do a solo? It sure wouldn't hurt. I want to leave Reliant doing its thing, though. Check on the tournaments. That's uncommon ore. I can do that one. Because most of my stuff's going to get converted into ore for the choice rewards. Actually, I need to do... I'm gonna do the token. I'm going to do my play to win. So I got 88 credits and 50 tournament points. Break even 44 and 100. So I did better on Alliance tournaments and I did a little bit worse on Alliance tournament points. Which that's fine. Alright, this was 6,200, so we need to do 10 chests here. We get the wave event and the event post reset tomorrow. I kind of wish the outpost reset was today. Alright, what did our refresh grant us? Galactic Recruit. I kind of wish that was on the spend side. I think I'd be able to do that one then. I don't think... What is it that you get? The emergency rations? Yeah, that's a lot of... 22,000 of them. I don't even have close to that. Well, we should be able to get rid of the ciphers. Acquired 2,000. Did I already do 3 events? Oh. What was the first one that I did? Oh, it was the Epic Dominion directives. What is a Mirror Universe defense wave? That's the other waves. So the Section 31 waves were these ones, and the mirror ones are these ones. So the systems, they're labeled with mirror after them. They're a little bit tougher than the regular waves, and they give out the Section 31 mirror credits and Trillium D as their primary goods. Versus these ones is just the Section 31 credits. That's kind of why you have that conversion thing in the refinery for converting the gold ones down to the regular credits. And then you have the solos into the Section 31 and the regular credits. Or the mirror Section 31 and the regular Section 31. Yeah, I've probably done a total of 5 of the mirror ones. Like, there was a specific arc where it was like a big component of it, but that was a while ago now. Did we do the boom to mark the second one? We did. Okay. Section 31 Waves has a nice Sigma daily chest pull. Yeah, I definitely try to make sure that I have the credits there, and I'll trade them around as much as I need to keep it. All right, send the Reliant back out. I think that will be its last trip. Yeah, it might take one more. Yeah, I think that ties up all the hostile kills that I need to worry about tonight. Let's get this miner set. Actually, I'm gonna not send that over. I'm gonna do that wave defense. Get that out of the way. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring event-wise, where I don't know if I'm gonna have the 10 minutes that I need to do a couple of them if I need to. All right, let's get that chaser. So my expensive ship quits dying. Like, it couldn't be one of the Selkies that were getting hit either. It was the new Grange. Do we have any full nodes? That one's almost full. That one's full. There we go. All right, get this swapped out for the GS. Boy, as much as I think I have crews set straight, folks keep on ending up on weird ships. This is my battleship ship. So Rachel Garrett would make sense. Ooh, I don't have Pike. Shouldn't matter. I should be able to use one of the others. Benga. Yeah. And then the below deck is set. That one pulled somebody. That one pulled somebody. That should work. All right, so we got 3 minutes till those reset. Where are the waves? There they are. All right, kick her off. My ship's not quite at the level where it can do them at every round. Because what am I at now? I'm tier 9 with my GS31, so the cooldown's still a little bit high. But for as weird as the Kirshara queue was being earlier, I'm curious if it's gonna work fine here. Usually the second wave is where I end up seeing problems. I think. Second or third. I'm trying to avoid having the queue more than one deep, because a lot of times it seems like it'll stop a lot of times like that, but if it has another ship in queue, sometimes it'll just move on to that next one. And I find it easier to see a ship that's stopped moving than a ship that's changed targets prematurely. They've been doing good. They've been stuttering quite a bit on some of these hostels, but it hasn't actually like straight up stopped. That's getting really close to killing those off. That's awesome. wonder if that's by ship level. Or if it's just tier. I think it was just tier. All right, that's good. We can reset some ships. Zindi Aquatics must have been stuck on my screen for quite a while. It's been a hot minute since I had a ghost ship stuck on screen like that. All right, we'll claim that for the dailies. Get that all done. Swap this back over to Reliant. Send that back out to do its thing. Have a good night, Tin Man. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your Thursday. And whatever food you get. All right, 56. Cool. Lots of love. Lots of love to you, too. It's actually getting kind of late. 9:30. I think that's probably a pretty decent stopping point for myself, too. Let's see. Looks like Jason just came on. Let's go ahead and send the raid out to him. Continue the Star Trek for the evening. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the time tonight. Appreciate the subs. And the raid, Grand Animal Hunter, if you're still out there, I really appreciate you stopping by. Everybody that stuck by through the raid, appreciate your time tonight. Otherwise, I will be live again tomorrow night around the same time, going over day 2 of Alliance tournaments. Probably getting really sad about spending the last of my choice tokens and not being able to do much about it, but it's a good thing in the long run, and hopefully the conversion tokens can kick in to give it a little bit of help. Tin Man, I see your hydrate. I will do that right now. I got Gamer Subs Chug Juice going on. So everybody bring good energy and good love over to Jason V-Neck, and I will catch y'all tomorrow night.